You are watching a podcast developed and produced by the Association of Asian Pacific Community Health Organizations, AAPCHO. To learn about AAPCHO, its members, or the principles and values that have guided this organization's work for more than 25 years, please visit www.apcho.org.
In reference to class enhancement initiative, one of the first things that we looked at was the importance of engaging the community. And here I'm talking about stakeholders. What does that mean? That number one is that we had stakeholder meetings in San Francisco, Chicago, and Baltimore. We also engaged national and statewide and local organizations to get the word out of the importance of stakeholders giving us input in the development of the class standards, so that they make sure that we were on the right track, to give us a reality check in terms of what we're looking at in developing class standards for healthcare organizations and providers. I see them as opportunities, and I think there's opportunities whenever the federal government launches initiatives to make sure they engage communities in those national initiatives. And I think one way to do that is that you've got to start from ground zero, to work with let's say the regional offices, because they work with their respective states day in and day out, and they know the key players in those communities. So we need to make sure that we engage those regional offices, and that those regional offices staff engage the right kind of individuals or leaders, so they can give the right kind of input as we launch these initiatives, so that again, it goes back to they're reality-based. They have to be reality-based so that they will work. If they're not, then we're going to be off the mark. So I think it's starting from ground zero to make sure that we engage those communities from their perspective in terms of whether or not these initiatives will have an impact on their lives.
This podcast was brought to you by AAPCHO. Please join the conversation on our Facebook fan page at facebook.com/AAPCHO, and tune in for our next podcast at www.apcho.org.